What am I doing? I am doing a... Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my quarterly goals. I can't believe it's the third quarter already and I haven't posted my video, and right now as of recording this it is July 14th, so I'm already in the middle of the month. My last quarterly goals video I feel like was longer than it needed to be. I just want to make this really quick. I have my journal here in which I have written down all my goals, and I also went over it today and just looked at how I did the last quarter on the goals that I had set. I focused my goals for the second quarter mainly in 3 specific areas. So the first one was my book / my writing, the second one was my YouTube channel, and the third one was my health. My goals for my book, we'll go over those first. My main goal for the second quarter was that I wanted to finish my third draft of my book and have it sent off to beta readers before the end of the quarter. So in order to do that, I had some little smaller goals that I wanted to achieve, and they were to complete the B story, or the romantic subplot of the book, 2, write the court scene at the end, 3, write the El Paso scenes, 4, complete Hemingway edits, so just pass the entire draft through a Hemingway editor to get it all edited that way before sending to beta readers, film my beta reader tutorials to send to my beta readers so they would know what I was expecting as far as beta reading went, and then also to have my website up. So out of all of those things, I was able to complete the third draft of my book and have it completely all sent out to beta readers, so that feels really good. And I'm counting that as a success. Even though there are some of these smaller goals that I didn't actually achieve because I decided it wasn't really necessary in order to get the book out to beta readers. For example, I didn't pass the entire draft through the Hemingway editor. I did that with the first part of the book, but then as I went through I found the rest of the parts needed a little bit more heavy revising and I didn't have time. The first part of the book was a lot more polished and edited than the other following parts were. And I decided that was okay, especially because everything is kind of subject to change in that draft. It wasn't really necessary to do more detailed edits on it. I also did not write the El Paso scenes or the court scene. Both of those scenes take place at the very end, the very last part of my book. And I decided to leave the last part of my book a little bit more vague for my beta readers, just because I want to be able to give a lot more time and attention to it. So all in all, as far as my book goals go, I'm going to give myself 4 out of 5 stars for what I managed to do. Okay, and then the second goal surrounding my YouTube channel, what I wanted to do was I wanted to create more consistent branding as far as my thumbnails go, and I wanted to learn 2 new editing skills on my videos. And I was able to do both of those things. I feel pretty happy with the way my thumbnails turned out. I feel like they look a lot more consistent. It's not just a totally random looking thumbnail every time I post a video. So I'm pretty happy with that. And then I also did learn 2, actually I think 3 new editing skills. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy there, and I gave myself 5 out of 5 stars for this goal. And then lastly were my goals surrounding my health. My overarching goal for my health was that I wanted to lose 10 pounds. And in order to lose 10 pounds, I decided to walk 10,000 steps every day, to do strength training twice a week, to stick to the keto diet, and to do yoga stretches every morning and every night. This is funny because in the first quarter of the year I did the best on my health goals and the worst on my book goals. And now in the second quarter of the year that just reversed, and my health kind of went downhill and my book productivity went up, which of course the idea is to find a perfect balance of the 2 of them, and hopefully I'll be able to find that in the third quarter of the year. But for the second quarter of the year, my health goals I did not do that well on. So I have been getting 10,000 steps every day, and I have been doing strength training twice a week, but I only started doing that as of a few weeks ago. So for most of the quarter I was not moving very much. My diet was terrible. I was not drinking nearly enough water, and I'm pretty sure that I've gained weight, but I have not had the courage to step on the scale and check. So I'm going to guess that I gained back all 15 pounds that I lost in the first quarter of the year, but I don't know. And I'm not going to step on the scale and tell you guys. So we're just going to imagine I probably gained some weight. I definitely did not lose any. But hopefully we can remedy that in the third quarter of the year. So overall, because I did start to pick up my health goals a little bit towards the end of the quarter. I'm going to give myself 2 out of 5 stars for that, just to, you know, kind of give myself a pat on the back for at least trying. But overall, I did not meet those goals, so 2 out of 5 stars there. Right. So looking forward to the third quarter of the year, my big hope is that I will be able to find a more healthy balance between my nutrition and my health, diet, exercise goals, and my writing goals, so that neither of those things are suffering and I'm doing well at both of them. My goals are also a lot lighter for the coming quarter because I pushed so hard this last quarter to get my book sent out to beta readers, and I really burned myself out. Right now during Camp NaNoWriMo, I'm doing just like a really chill nano experience. For the most part, I kind of want to rest as I let my book rest. And so for the third quarter of the year, I do want to kind of take it a little bit more easy, give my book more time that I feel like it needs more time. Like, I've reached the point in the book where I can't just crank out new words anymore the way I could for like the first or second draft, say. Now I'm at the point where I'm trying to deepen everything. I'm trying to take things to the next level, and I feel like to do that, it will require a lot more time and deep thought on my part, and so I don't want to rush this next revision of my book. And so my goals for my book for the next quarter of the year are really just to incorporate the beta reader feedback that I received. And this doesn't mean completing a revision of the book in the third quarter of the year. I don't think I'll be able to finish the next revision of the book in 3 months. I think it will take me until the end of the year to do that, but I would like to at least start the process. So in order to start that process, the things that I decided need to happen within this next quarter are, first off, I'm going to print out this latest draft of my book. So, oh my goodness. This is the second draft of my book that I printed out and got spiral bound, and this is what I used to kind of help me make revisions for the third draft that I planned to send out to beta readers. So now that I've revised and fixed up the third draft, I want to print it out just like this so that I can go through it and do revisions for the next draft. And then the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to organize all of the beta reader feedback that I've received, and I'm going to print that out as well in a similar way, spiral bound like this, so that I can just work on both of them side by side. So that's the plan. I want to get all those things organized and printed out in this next quarter. And third, I want to rewrite the ending of the book. It was left really vague for my beta readers, just so they would have, you know, something that they could read to give them some semblance of closure, but I want to actually really rewrite it and give it my full attention, just like I did with the first chapters of this book for the past several rounds. And as far as YouTube goals go, I'm going to keep those pretty low. I don't, at this point, feel a lot of motivation to learn a lot of new editing skills or anything like that. I'm pretty content with where I am right now, for now. And so I only made one goal as far as YouTube goes, and that is that I want to pre-record and pre-schedule at least 2 videos every month, just to kind of get ahead of the filming curve. If I have 2 pre-scheduled videos every month, I feel like I'll only have to worry about filming and posting 2 videos a month, which will make it a lot easier to get up a video every week, blah blah, yada yada yada. Okay, and then for my health goals, I decided to stick with my previous goal of losing 10 pounds, but I kind of forgot that I'd even made that goal. I just didn't pay enough attention to what my goals were aside from the writing ones, and so I want to give that another try this quarter. My husband and I are going to be going on a cruise with my family in September. I'm so excited because I've never been on a cruise before, and we're going to Mexico, and I'd really like to be able to fit in my bathing suit. So I would really like to be able to lose 10 pounds. I feel like 10 pounds in 3 months is totally manageable, totally doable. And so in order to do that, I'm going to drink 90 ounces of water a day, walk 10,000 steps a day at a minimum, do strength training 3 times a week, and then also stick to a keto diet. I feel the best when I do keto, and I just didn't do it last quarter because I was too lazy, or I wasn't too lazy, I was just too caught up in my writing to plan meals and all of that other stuff that kind of is necessary if you're going to stick to a diet. So I'm going to try to stick to my diet a lot better this coming quarter, drink all my water, get my daily exercise, and I feel like if I do all those things, I should be able to lose 10 pounds by the time I go on my cruise, which would be real nice. So those are my goals for Q3 of the year. I hope that you guys are doing well in all of your goals, whether you're setting yearly goals, weekly, monthly, whatever it is, however you do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good luck in Camp NaNoWriMo for those of you who are participating, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Would you come and take a walk with me? We'll cross over the mountains and we'll reach the pale blue sea. I love you, I'm so glad you love me too. And I wrote this song for you.